Very dear Niall, you are sitting with your eyes closed, practicing this moment, mindful moment. This moment, mindful moment. And all of a sudden, a series of thoughts, a flood of thoughts come in the mind, and you get lost in them. And after a while, you gain back your awareness and you do the work. Would you call these thoughts a dream or reality?
They are a dream.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I understand that you are experiencing your own thoughts and you get lost in them. You become one with them, and while you are lost, you take them to be reality. That's why you're calling them dreams.
That is true.
Relevant in that moment when they arise. Relevant to what you are doing.
They are not relevant at all.
Useful?
They're not useful at all.
Do they give you peace?
They give me the opposite of peace. They give me agitation and discomfort and pain.
Do you want to be peaceful?
Oh yes.
And let's say you're not out of them.
I'm not out of them.
They come back and distract you again.
They will do, yes.
May I know what are the feelings? Like, what is that major thought that you want to resolve? Can you please state that first?
These thoughts and feelings are towards my partner, my wife. And the feelings are that I wish to help her on her journey to become more mentally healthful, to be more balanced, to be happier and more contented with her life, and to leave behind some of her old patterns which have damaged herself and the family so much.
What are the feelings hidden?
The feelings. I dislike her self-obsession. I dislike her self-destructiveness. I dislike the effect that these have on our family. I dislike her detachment and her coolness, and I dislike her negative thoughts towards me.
So, she and me are not on the same page. For me, you are the most beautiful man on the planet. Do you want to be peaceful, Niall?
Yes, I do.
If you remain attached with these dislikes, can you ever be?
No, I cannot.
Niall, can you understand now that dislike, whatever the object of dislike is, the content of dislike is, disliking or liking, preferring, both of them are mere mental formations.
I do understand this to be the case, yes.
And when one is lost in them, won't they also be called dreams of the mind?
They are dreams of my mind.
And if one remains lost in the dreams, peace will ever be elusive.
That is for sure.
If I ask you that between the two, on one hand, your peace, and in the other hand, she should change. She should not be so self-obsessive, and she should love you. She should not be callous to you, indifferent to you. And these dislikes are only in your mind. They're only the thoughts that you are attached with, the mental formations that you are attached with, they are not going to change the reality. Just because you are attached with them, that is no reason, not a sufficient reason that things will materialize the way you want them to. If I ask you between the two, peace, freedom versus your likes, dislikes, what would you choose?
I have to choose peace and freedom. My likes and dislikes are a fiction of my mind. They're nothing real or good or anything I aspire or wish for.
I understand that I let go of the latter. I choose the former. I let go of the likes, dislikes.
I wish to.
So beautiful, dear. So beautiful. What are the incompleteness equations in this dream?
I plus my wife's health give completeness.
Mm-hmm.
I minus my wife's health give incompleteness. I plus my wife's affection give completeness. I minus my wife's affection give incompleteness. I plus the loss of my wife's destructive behavior give me completeness. I minus the loss of my wife's destructive behaviors give me incompleteness. I plus my wife's loss of obsession give me completeness. I minus my wife's loss of obsession give me incompleteness.
Sometimes, once in a while, does she behave in a sane manner, loving you, caring for the family, not self-obsessed at all, really compassionate for one and all? Does she do that once in a while?
She does.
Does that give you completeness, lasting peace?
It does not give me lasting peace. It gives me relief.
What is your own history?
My own history is that many of my wife's characteristics are familiar pain to me from my past. I like not to be trapped by this old pattern. The last 10 years has seen much of this material actively triggering me and my descent into poor mental health. I acknowledge that this descent has been my own work, as has the realization that I have been working with, which is so well described by your statement, what is, is.
Are you attaching with something permanent?
No, this is not permanent.
The thoughts do not remain. Sometimes it happens that after a year or so, we don't even remember the thoughts that we were so attached with.
That is the case, yes.
If the attachment is with an impermanent object, can the happiness ever be lasting?
No, it cannot.
Is incompleteness ever conducive to freedom?
Certainly not, no.
You want to be free of these thoughts.
Yes, I do.
What is the price you need to pay for that?
The price I need to pay for that is to recognize these thoughts and move on from them and to recognize myself as complete.
So beautiful. The imagination is the price. The imagination that somebody else is going to cause completeness in you. That's an illusion. Detachment from an illusion is not even a price. Detachment from a dream is not even a price. You just have to wake up. What are the conditionings, dear?
The conditionings. People should not be self-obsessed. People should be loving. People should be affectionate, always. People should be mentally healthy. People should not be trapped by their past. People should never harm their close family. People should never think unwarranted negative thoughts about anybody.
Is it reality?
None of this is reality.
What is the reality, dear? What is the reality?
The reality is that people are self-obsessed. They're not always loving. They're not always affectionate. They're not always mentally healthy. People can be trapped by their past. People can harm their close family. And people do think unwarranted negative thoughts about others, often.
So I understand that people should not be lethargic is a sweet notion, nice notion, but it is not supported by reality. It's only an idea in your mind, a thought in your mind.
That is correct.
If you are attached with this thought, how do you feel?
I feel worthless and in pain.
Give me one reason that's not stressful.
It is stressful, and I have suffered a lot of stress with it, and I do not wish any more to suffer that stress, and I do not have any reason to continue to hold these beliefs.
Give me one reason to drop it.
I have every reason to drop it, most profoundly my own peace and happiness.
So beautiful, dear. Nothing is more important. Suppose these thoughts, these notions are not there in you. How would you feel?
I will feel unburdened.
Who is stopping you?
The only person that's stopping me is myself.
And I understand that you don't want to do it anymore.
I do not want to do it anymore.
Is it your business, Niall, that there should not be lethargy in the mind?
It is not my business.
What is your business then?
My business is myself, and to make sure that I don't have the lethargy in the mind.
Yes, dear. Can you do the turnarounds, please? For example, I should not be self-obsessed.
It is true, I should not be self-obsessed.
Do you? Are you sometimes?
Not often, but I think it can happen, yes.
You know, these thoughts coming back to you again and again, is it not an obsession, unconscious?
They can be obsessive and compulsive, yes.
So you ought to be free from this obsession.
That is true, I do.
People should not be self-conceited. Turn it around, please.
I should not be self-conceited.
And in the highest sense, attaching with the body, considering the gross to be real, forgetting the subtle totally, that's also one kind of self-conceit.
I have others here
Yeah.
that are, I should not, let me think again. I am not always affectionate.
So you should be.
I should be affectionate
What
all
would,
the time.
Yes. What would that affection be vis-a-vis your wife?
Warmth, understanding and compassion.
So beautiful, dear. And she still does not understand you.
Another one I have here is, I am not always mentally healthy. And that is certainly true. I have to take care of this.
So beautiful. And what steps you're going to take for that?
The awareness that I'm gaining is very good for all of this. And I am leading a much less stressed, much less anxious life at the moment. And the work I'm all doing is all going in the right direction.
So nice. Yes, dear.
I can be trapped by my past. That has certainly been very true. And has caused myself to cause damage to myself and to people around me. Which leads on to I have harmed my close family.
I don't believe that.
Well, with my mental ill health, I've been easily upset and annoyed and able to get angry when I shouldn't have got angry. And from that point of view, I have harmed
I understand.
them.
Yes, yes.
And this is certainly true. I have thought unwarranted negative thoughts about other people, things they have not deserved. And they have been formulations of my own mind, and they have not been fair or reasonable or kind or compassionate or good in any way.
So I understand remaining mindful, remaining patient, remaining peaceful, and being affectionate to one and all. That's our primary business.
It sure is.
Right, dear. And I also understand that at least 1 hour a day of practice will be required.
I can see that could be true.
Right, dear. Thank you so much, Niall. Thank you, thank you, thank you.